G'day, my name's Billy and I have a Remoview K1, which is probably why you're watching this. So anyway, what I thought I'd do is I would put up a couple of videos, a series of videos, to do with getting to know the K1. Because I think it'll help a lot of people. I've had some experience with a lot of other different cameras and things like understanding that they all have their limitations. And this is a great product and I've been using it now for a few days, and so the very first one I'm going to put up is got to do with audio, because I think this is going to catch a lot of people out. It's understanding the limitations and how to best adapt for the different conditions that you may be you may find yourself in with that. So anyway, if you find it useful, please give us a like and a subscribe and click the little bell and you'll find out when the next ones come out. I'm going to try and do one every 3 or 4 days. So anyway, first one up, audio. Thanks for watching, guys. One thing I suggest after doing the tests is that on the audio for the external mic, you set it in the camera to -6 dB, and you can adjust the volume up in post-edit. The reason I say that is the K1 seems to be a little bit over-amplified. So now, this is a right-hand drive car, so the internal mic on the K1 is on the left-hand side, and the external mic port is on the right-hand side. So if I stick the Remoview supplied microphone in, it will be pointing at the window, and believe me, you won't be able to hear it. I'll whack some footage up to show you what that's like. Video is one, you've got to back the dB down to -6 in the menu options. Hopefully this is working okay now. I think it will be, because I have the same problem with the other cameras that cost quite a lot more than this one. Right, now I'm on the internal mic. The Remoview mic works really well, but because it sticks straight out, that I know it's bi-directional and it works really well, but I've got myself a little $2 90-degree converter. With the right angle adapter, the only problem you have is that you can see the fur. So you just have to tip it down a little bit and it's fine. And so now it's a bit more directional towards me. It's quite loud with all the trucks and everything with the window open. At the moment I've got a Rode lapel mic plugged in via TRRS to TRS converter cable. It's just a little converter cable, because most lapel mics are 4-prong plug, which the top rings the power, and with the K1 and most cameras, it's just a straight stereo plug. So if you try and plug a lapel mic into the K1, it won't work unless you've got that little converter cable. A lot, and like microphones like the Rode Video Micro, they'll plug straight in because they've got the right plug on it. And several others, but like the Texas Powers ones and the high-end Rodes, you need that adapter, and everything will be fine. So it'll be interesting to see how this comes out. I got a laugh. I've got the K1 hanging off the roof for it's a whole different video I'm making for something else. But anyway, with the K1 in a noisy environment, I hope that sort of gave you a bit of an idea of all the different scenarios. Hence, if you take the car, I use the car as an example of the traffic with the window down, because it simulates being out in the wind, like being at the Grand Prix with loud cars, or up close to a plane in an air show, in a group of people, because it can be a little bit disheartening when you spend a lot of time taking video and you get home and you go to play it back and you can't hear anything properly because it's all distorted. And the K1, I've got to emphasise, the K1 being over amplified is a good thing as long as you understand where to put the dB settings for what you're doing at the time. Like for example, I leave it on -6 now all the time for everything with the external mics in, and I only bump it up if I know that I'm going to have to. For instance, the other day I was down at the coast, it was in a quiet field, and I wanted to capture the sound of the birds down on the beach, so I bumped it up to -12 dB, came out fantastic. So it's just adjusting. The mic, I'm on the internal mic now. This little Rode, this little Remove View mic is fantastic. I'm well done, Remove View. It does a really great job. It really does. I tend to use the little right-hand adapter more and more. Just plug it back in. Because, for instance, like when you go back and have a listen to when I'm using the right-hand adapter in the traffic, that it's really noticeable the difference between the distortion when I haven't got it on and when I have got it on when I'm in a noisy environment like that. So it's, for me it works. For me it works if I'm at a concert or something like that. Hence you've seen that little bit of a clip where I've got the Rode on there, and the only reason I would use the Rode, or I have a couple of other ones as well, is that if I want to get directional sound that's thrown out, hence it's not really going to capture too much close around me like at a concert. So that's situations like that's where you use the other mics, where as the Remove View supplied mic is basically the bell curve around the microphone is very localized. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody, and if it does, give us a like, and I'll catch you later. Bye.